Monday morning, gears in line, same car, same track, perfect time. No rivals here, no crowd to please, just me, the clock, and the need for speed. Breakpoint mark, apex tight, throttle feathered, exit right. Every lap's a lesson learned, every fraction time return. It's time trial Monday, precision and pride. No chaos here, just skill to guide. Chasing gold 1/10 at a time. Perfect rhythm, perfect line. 2 weeks, 2 tests, 1 drive, 1 goal. Master the method, master control. Ghost in the mirror, shadow of me, fighting the version I used to be. Come in the cockpit, focused and still. Fast comes slow when you hone your will. Brake deep, steer light, balance on the edge of right. Every second feels like flame. Every lap rewrites the game. It's time trial Monday, precision and pride. No chaos here, just skill to guide. Chasing gold 1/10 at a time. Perfect rhythm, perfect line. 2 weeks, 2 tests, 1 drive, 1 goal. Master the method, master control. Ooh. No luck, no bluff, no racing crowd, just silence loud and numbers proud. The track don't lie, it knows your soul. It takes patience to reach control. It's time trial Monday, the grind begins. You race yourself to find what wins. No rivals near, no shortcuts found. Just focus, pure and sound. Every goal learned, every lesson replayed. That's the Widdowmaker way. Mondays for the mind, Tuesdays for the fight. The week begins with discipline and ends with light. Monday morning, gears in line. Same car, same track, perfect time. No rivals here, no crowd to please. Just me, the clock, and the need for speed. Breakpoint marked, apex tight, throttle feathered, exit right. Every lap's a lesson learned, every fraction time returned. It's time trial Monday, precision and pride. No chaos here, just skill to guide. Chasing gold 1/10 at a time. Perfect rhythm, perfect line. 2 weeks, 2 tests, 1 drive, 1 goal. 1 goal. Master the method, master control. Ghost in the mirror, shadow of me, fighting the version I used to be. Calm in the cockpit, focused and still. Fast comes slow when you've honed your will. Brake deep, steer light, balance on the edge of right. Every second feels like flame, every lap It's time trial Monday, precision and pride. No chaos here, just skill to guide. Chasing gold, 1/10 at a time. Perfect rhythm, perfect line. 2 weeks to test, one drive, one goal. One goal. Master the method, master control. No luck, no bluff, no racing crowd. Just silence loud and numbers proud. The track don't lie, it knows your soul. It takes patience to reach control. It's time trial Monday, the grind begins. You race yourself to find what wins. No rivals near, no shortcuts found. Just focus, pure and sound. Every goal earned, every lesson replayed. That's the Widdowmaker way. The Widdowmaker way. Mondays for the mind, Tuesdays for the fight. The week begins with discipline and ends with light. Monday morning, gears in line, same car, same track, perfect time. No rivals here, no crowd to please, just me, the clock, and the need for speed. Breakpoint marked, apex tight, throttle feathered, exit right. Every lap's a lesson learned, every fraction time returned. It's time trial Monday, precision and pride. No chaos here, just skill to guide. Chasing gold, 1/10 at a time. Perfect rhythm, perfect line. 2 weeks to test, one drive, one goal. Master the method, master control. Oh, ghost in the mirror, shadow of me, fighting the version I used to be. Calm in the cockpit, focused and still. Fast come slow when you've honed your will. Break deep, steer light, balance on the edge of right. Every second feels like flame, every lap rewrites the game. It's time trial Monday.
I think we're there, folks. I think everything is working. I think we've got audio. I think we've got this little bad boy working. And I think we're there. Well, good evening. Welcome to Time Trial Monday. It's been one hell of a day. And thankfully we're here to do a bit of chill out, bit of relax, bit of kickback. Let's get some driving done. And let's generally have a good old session. Why not? Quick open of the water. Who's that Widdowmaker? At least she didn't say window liquor. I'm quite happy with Widdowmaker. That's quite that, yeah. Yeah. No. I used to be in a company that made and distributed conservatory windows, but that was many, many years ago. Oof, 21 years ago I left there. 21 years? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, let's see who's in the chat tonight. Let's say hello. We have... Good evening, Silver Surfer Damo. Thank you for your assistance earlier, Damo. Much appreciated. Good evening, Lee. Lee has something to announce tonight, if he hasn't done so already. Good evening, Dodo 1, Dodo 2, Dodo 3. Dodo won a race last week. I don't think we've heard the last of it. I won one too. But we don't talk about that. Good evening, Mikey. Welcome. Good evening, Hugh. That means Wilkie's about. Hope you're feeling better, Wilkie, on the mend. Hope your chest's feeling like tears. However, right, but Time Trial Monday. Whilst the Cure play away in the background, I'm going to just kill the Cure. I know some people said they wanted to hear the music whilst we're racing, get a bit balance of tunes. We could do that if we wanted to. Oh, excuse me. But what I'd like to just focus on is the time trials. Is in bed in agony. I thought you were going to say in bed with agony, and I was wondering who she was. Good evening, David. Welcome. David Jagster. Welcome, sir. Hi, Mikey. So, let's get the elephant out in the room. I today ran a couple of incidents through the steward's room into the AI op, and it got a bad reception. Well, I think the incidents were a bad reception, really. It decided to extricate a reaction for one particular player who announced his displeasure, and thankfully we've been able to have a good discussion. One of the people affected has come forward and said, yep, I know I'm responsible, time to hold my hands up, and he has withdrawn himself from the points positions of those races. And we have discussed this with the relevant person who does the scores, and that will be associated. So there was lots of stuff going on today, and lots of things discussed, but what I do take from it is that I could do better. I could do better with appeasing racers. I could do better with managing race outcomes. So, with always wanting to turn negatives into positives, very shortly, or in the duration of the next couple of days, a poll will be formulated asking if we're doing the right thing with the steward's room and in terms of what we want to do with incidents. Ultimately, do people really want points being taken away, people being associated with the responsibility for the accident, and people losing points? We have a number of ways of doing it. We can follow the FIA kind of guidance, or whichever race organisation we're performing. So if it's NASCAR, whatever. But as a general rule, if somebody commits an offence and is found to be guilty of said such offence, they lose points. They could have time penalties applied, or they could have grid penalties applied for the next race. Do people want something like that? And whilst the decision is not being asked for now, ultimately there will be a poll going up asking for your opinion as a racer or as a audience member, as a viewer. Do you want to see that? So, all things taken negatively in a positive way, as an outcome of these incidents, that's what we're going to do. I'd rather a license point style system. Well, we have got that option. License points was brought up. License on a, yeah. So here's the thing, right? Penalty points on a license ultimately means race disqualification or race suspension. So people will miss races as a result. And we will get people having very, very heated debates about what goes on in the steward's room. And I'm all for that as long as it's done in a sensible way. So it's the same for penalty points on a license. You have to have both those sort of systems. You have to take the points away and you have to penalise the driver in some things. We can't make them start from the pits, but we can put them to the back of the grid or a particular point in the grid, and I just have to manage the grids on each race. So with that being said, and I appreciate the input, we have an outcome. We also have developed potentially an appeal system. So if you think your attribution of fault was wrong, you think the amount of penalty was wrong, and you can justify it and argue it with fact, we have a panel potentially of 3 independent adjudicators. Exactly. Lee crashed ban. Yes, I'd go with that anytime. 3 independent people, as an example, who could debate the position given by the steward being the AI, and it could argue the case between the 3 of them, giving a majority or non-majority decision, i.e. guilty, not guilty, and they could determine the outcome of the appeal. But that is a very complex process, and we need people to be on board with it. If people are on board with it, we could eventually just grind to a halt, because this has to be done in a timely process. There are no prizes, and that's the thing. Wilkie's just said, if it's Lee, confiscate his prizes. There are no prizes, ultimately. There are none. And that's what kind of surprises me about incidents and accidents. We're here to gain experience, and there was never a prize awarded for any league up until whenever, until I suggested it last week. And what I've noted is people are very, very passionate about where they come, where they get to. And it's no longer acceptable just to arrive and drive and race. There has to be, it seems, the chance or the opportunity to win. And if we don't win, either I'm not going to race or I'm going to, kick off. And that's absolutely fine. If that people want that, then we have to be open and honest about it and say, what do we want to do? This is a free league. It's a free channel, other than for those people who choose to voluntarily support the channel or are forced to because they win a membership. I apologise for mentioning that. However, I do get people are passionate about it and they want to race to win. And when that is removed for them, for whatever reason, whatever it may be, people get upset. But we're adults, we're grown-ups, and we race for the flag and we move on. And, as Dodo says, top 10 is my goal and stealing some wins for good points. We can only really want to race to win if we really want to do it. And I think the overriding factor about today is if you don't like what we're doing, say something. Say something to me at least, or forever hold your peace. Because at the end of the day, if you don't communicate, I can't fix it. Or we end up having to pick up the pieces and people quit and people leave. Or people don't say anything, can't work out why things aren't being done. So, long the short and the tall, end of this week, by the end of this week, a poll will have gone up and we'll be looking to make a change using this season as really the rest of this season as an opportunity for the AI to be trained more, both in the point system, both in a license system if we want to, and or with this panel of adjudicators. Yeah, and I think generally everybody did accept the decision today from the AI. What they didn't accept was the fact that there was no penalty attributed. And I still don't believe we should be doing penalties. I don't think we're here. I don't think we're at a standard where we should be doing that. If we're at a standard every week, we wouldn't have people quitting. We wouldn't have people, not racing on certain days because another particular person's racing, or I'm not racing on that day because I don't think I'm good enough, or I don't want to race on this day because, well, I just can't be bothered anymore. And there's another channel that does racing. I'll go and do then. If that's where we're at, I can't fix it. So if where we're actually at is people want to get involved and want to be productive and want to promote good, clean racing, let's have it and let's follow the process and talk about it, be adults and be genuine. Because I think at the end of the day, we're all here to do the same thing and we all want to get the same thing out of it. So by the way, I haven't mentioned any names tonight because it's obvious where we are, what we're doing, and I don't think I need to belittle people. So I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is just say, good morning, Hayden, how are you? Welcome. And what I'm going to do and say is we can get up from this and we can become better. And I include me in that. And I also include every racer in the channel. So let's do it. Let's crack on. There we go. So let's crack on. Let's dive into this Time Trial Monday and let's see where we go. That was the original reason, Mikey. The reason we didn't want to race the daily races is because it was a shithouse. And we really don't want to be racing in the Widdowmaker Racing League if that also becomes a shithouse, do we? And that's what we're trying to avoid. So if I can avoid that, that's what we're going to do. Righto. We have a working camera. It is saying active day. I don't know what was up with it. I think the battery was hot. Anyway, there we go. Let's see what we did last week and what we won and where we didn't. We've got a viewers campaign thing going up there. Easy gold with all three profiles, says Dodo. We came 910th in the top 1,000 at Blue Moon. Happy days. Then we got the other two shithouses that we got last week, didn't we? Ooh. We're still silver at Colorado Springs. We might just have to give that another crack tonight. We have got Watkins Glen International Long Course. We are in the gold at 132.25. Good evening, Michael. Another day of racing, yes, sir. And then we have the Honda NSX Type R at Autodromo Interlagos. Let's have a look and see where we are on this. See how close we are from being kicked. We're 13th. That's still in the list. That's good to see. Fat Man's in the top half. Lee, of course. Let's talk about Lee. Somebody said takeaways, prizes. Congratulations, Lee. Welcome to Fanatec ownership. And may your prizes be delivered in the same time as my brakes. And may that be certainly on time and in good order. Even if you did choose a white rig, you weirdo. However, that was for Wilkie, not Jim's idea. Yes. So, yeah, well done. I know getting a Fanatec's going to slow you down because I think the Fanatec's currently are that much of a problem. But I think you're going to enjoy finding out, at least. And am I... Oh, let me read down here. My offer stays true. If you genuinely want this wheel, I'll let you have it. It is what it is. I don't like it. I've decided I don't like it. I don't like the accuracy of the buttons, and I think I'm better with the round wheel. So make me an offer and you can have it. We'll go from there. However, you can test it and try it when you come up. They wouldn't say when it'd be in stock. I did. I dipped onto the Fanatec website when you were talking about it earlier, and I went and looked through all of them. Even the monitor mount, the TV stand, is not in stock with no available delivery date, which is quite interesting. And I don't know. I don't know. Let me just have a very quick look. If I go to products and I go to pedals. Oh, 24th of the 11th now for Club Sports inverted version 3 pedals. That's not very good, but your brakes are available. Let's go for bundles. Let's see what it says on bundles. The DD Extreme available, so you're good with that one. And then if I go to cockpits, and this was the interesting bit. Show in stock. Oh no, can't show in stock only. There'll be nothing there. White rigs, cockpit monitor stand white, 10th of the 12th. Cockpit GT cockpit white, available today, 18th of. TV and the PS5 is being delivered Saturday via John Lewis, good brand. You've got a black cockpit, 10th of the 12th, 25. The white cockpit, 18th of the 11th. The monitor stand, currently unavailable. And then whatever seat you've opted for, currently unavailable. Oh, you've got the cockpit seat, which is the GT cockpit bucket seat, in black or white, both available. So, yeah, kind of out of stock. But I'm not knocking you. You've got a wonderful prize there, and best of luck with it. But try it and see what it feels like. Then get more money for it when you sell it. The GT seat, very good. So, where were we going? Yes, we were just checking these out. Damo's in the top 10 as well. Fat Man 420. Davey Jackster, look, he's there. He's in the chat. He definitely is. Where's Hayden? Hayden couldn't get on with this one, if I remember. He's not there, unless this is just a UK ranking. I don't know. No, it looks global. Anyway, on to the Colorado Springs. This one is where absolutely knocked the chickens out the park. Jab's actually beat him 126.315, as is in 2. Binder, Triple's there in 5. Fat Man's there in 7. Hayes is there in 8. And these are the boys that have been doing really well on the rally stuff. Testicles, Olive, Logan, Lee in 14th. What's going on, Lee? And we are somewhere down here underneath Itchy. But I think I just need an extra hour on that. Maybe a quiet time. Good evening, Azza. Welcome. Maybe a quiet time and off we go into that world. So let's see if we do well in the Honda. And then we will try and take a dip into Colorado Springs and see if we can improve. So where are we going? 149.775. Good evening, Fat Man. Joe Cabano is top of the tree. Hayden, Lee. What did we say? 149.775. Azza's in 6. Fat Man's 15. Dodo's in 12. Very good. David Jagster, Frosty, Schechter. They're all up there. 149.775. My brain can't remember. So 7. No. That's 8. There we are. 35. Big Daz just outside. Skill issue, Matthew. You haven't done the fridge time trial. Why haven't you done the fridge time trial? One. Oh, you don't like the fridge, if I remember right. You think it's not very good, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, we're on with this bad boy. Rent a bit white, red car and the blue car. We've got a green pearl, Burl and a black, red car and yellow car. Then that's what it's going to have to be. And then we'll also have to do it in white for Mr. Senna, because I'm guessing this is a senator. You were sick last week. Oh, that's never good. I'm sorry to hear that. TC1, and we said we would take them off every time we started this because of the JB influence, and we'd go without assists until we couldn't go any faster, and then we'll put assists on and go faster. So, ranking board. Oh, flipping hell. Don't like these button controllers. One tyre says up, says Lee. We will get there in the end, sir. We'll get there in the end. Off and off. Let's go. So just in the point of discussing things, we also did some further league development work today. We discussed the possibility of some different styles of leagues for the new year. Maybe as we progress through the new year, something of a different format. We were finalising also today the actual cars and tyre setups for the Racer Champions stroke the Triple Crown for the first 2 weeks of January. Lee wants more force feedback. And that's why he's considering the Fanatec GT Extreme as the wheel. Well, Dodo's the kind of person that could give you that satisfaction, that guarantee that there's more power, because Dodo runs it on full power and turns the sensitivity down, whereas I don't. I run it at the level I want it to. The wheel, that is, to not overpower the wheel, even though they say it's capable of running 15 Newton. I'm not going to give it all the beans. I run mine at 9. And then if I run the settings at 100%, I'm never going to overpower the wheel or force it into that envelope where it feels it needs to pack up. So first lap out is a 151. We can brake a little later than 150. Can I also ask if you guys running the DD Plus base unit or the DD base unit, the one that is for the Extreme, have you gone onto the Fanatec forum and requested a new set of software, a new driver update? Because it's there to be had, you know, and you don't have to suffer these cutouts. Or are you waiting for the official release? That's my question. Because there is a fix there. You think you'll wait? Okay. I'm the same. I'm not going to be a tester for him, unfortunately. I think I've done my bit by giving them my money. The only thing you'll miss is True Force. Well, hopefully the full force will be implemented with Spec 3. This feels like a car that we need to play with the gear shifts and use the gears to help the car brake. And I did notice Dodo say, will anybody keep track of how many times he spins out? And that has desperately made me not want to spin out, and I'm driving like Miss Daisy. But you're going to keep both rigs, aren't you, Lee? You're not going to flog one on. You're going to keep everything and have two, aren't you? $153.35. You're gonna flog one? Okay. I'll trade you for my wheel. No, I was not serious. I know you've paid a lot more than that. Give you a tenner. Oh, he just slid straight through there. Sun gun. Oh, I missed the apex again there. What I'm trying to be is smooth and deliberate and precise with the car. $150,001 the optimal. That's not very promising, is it? I know, tell me about it. 995 quid for the rig. Whoosh. With no Black Friday price. Why sell at a loss, or why sell at a reduced price when you've got sales coming out your ears anyway and you've got no stock? It's the mistake that they made when they were Fanatec rather than part of Corsair. That was their problem back then. And I've had my issue with Corsair this week, but half of it was my fault. But there we go. I've had 2 surveys come through the post this week, or email if we're calling it post. One survey from YouTube, and I misread it, and I answered it all about Twitch. And one from Fanatec, well, one from Corsair, and I answered it all about Fanatec. How am I supposed to know? You're not sold on keeping the Extreme. There's a man with an open mind. Yeah, we lost the acceleration there, didn't we? Let's see if we can push this next lap, because we're losing this halfway round. 100. And we missed the apex. Tremendous. Oh, there's the first one. Let's go and check out where we are. Rev it out to the max, I'm being told. Okay. We only done 14.2 miles. Happy days. 150,001. And we're in 14,000 at 153.55. So we haven't really made any sort of progression, have we? We're not there in the top 10. We're outside. Oh, we are 3 people away from the top 10, which it is what it is. Happy days. Rev it out, he says. I'd be sold on the Extreme if it wasn't a Fanatec product. I'm so disappointed with Fanatec. They should not have customers feeling the way they feel. They really shouldn't. But what's changed? And I genuinely believe not a lot has changed since they've become part of Corsair. Because enough time hasn't passed under the bridge. Time hasn't moved on yet. There hasn't been enough time to fix anything. So Lee is quite happy with his current base, he just wants more headroom. I get that. I understand that. So revs is 9,000. Rev it out, you nugget ball. 8,005. I think you've got loads of time to make your choice. And I envy your position in all fairness. 49,809. Is that gold? Was it 775? Holy shabalbla. That just almost threw me from the circuit. Yeah, true force. I don't understand all the settings in the wheel as it is, so I don't know what true force will give me. I don't know what it's supposed to do. It's a myth. Yeah. You've got time and opportunity to test and find your place. You've got, it's a true prize to win that, mate. It gives you the best of both worlds. You can sit with the wheel you probably deep down wanted, and actually sit with the wheel that you know actually works very, very well, delivers you to the front of the race majority of the time. Because I will say this, I did beat you early in the week, but we'll forget about that for now. However, as it stands, I'm allowed to do that as well. Allowed to brag occasionally. Ultimately, you have that position which a lot of us will envy, which is to have that opportunity to pick and choose, and you can effectively test before you sell. Oh, we went to third gear. Good evening, Keeley. Good evening and welcome. The thing is, Jim, I'm glad you beat me. Mate, I hung on to that by the end of my fingernails. And I was bleating like a crying sheep. 3/4 of the way around the circuit on the last lap, I was doomed. I had no faith in myself or my ability and just got myself to the end. I was talking myself out of it all the way through, and actually I was still surprised that I managed to hang on to it. I probably did just enough through the course of the race just to hold it together. I didn't save my ghost last time out, did I? That was gold. That's definitely gold. "15 days to go PMR." PMR. PMR. Why do I know that? PMR. And acronyms do me in. And acronyms really do. PMR. Premenstrual release. Postmodernist receptacles. Positively might reach. Premature maintenance requirement. Project mode. Fucking hell. Yes, that was it. Sorry. Shit. Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping it all comes good for you, Mikey, in the end. I'm hoping. 23.7 miles. Did we get a ticket? We didn't. We got gold before we got the ticket today. Optimal 149,522. Project Milfrack. There we go. There we go. Replay, save best lap. Top 7,000. Now can we turn L8 on, please? Yes, thank you. We know we can go faster with these bad boys on. So where are we? Where did we jump to? A quite lackluster 49,564. So we're in just above Dutch and Ginger. Smoky Tom's down there. Above us is Rusk. Dodo. Not Dodo is one of them. Itchy's there as well in 26. Well, he was above us in the other one, wasn't he? Nando's there. He's always one to try and beat. Rapid at 21. Javs at 20. OG Dodo, the old git. And then we've got Turbo Tom, Triple and Olive and Fat Man in 14. Well, there's the other Dodo looking 12. So we need to take a second off this to be anywhere near. Yeah. So, shall we change car? Even though, as we've just saved that, yes, we shall. Let's change car. Do we change to my own car and put the smaller wheels on? Or should we take it a step at a time? Let's take it a step at a time. Yes, let's take it a step at a time. We're going to go for the assists first, then we'll do the wheel change. Whatever that means. Yellow this time. Assists are there. We'll load the ghost up. That one. And let's go. Let's dive straight in with assists. Much brighter laking into the final corner there. Breaker lating. Oh, great stuff. Great stuff. I've still got 4 or 5 more to put on. Nothing was ever meant to be smutty or anything else. It was all kind of how you appear on the stream, what you are doing generally when you're arriving on stream, whether that's finishing work or at work or on your way out partying or cooking for your fella, that kind of thing. It was only the things I knew. So I hope they were, as you say, as you expected them or as you found them. And they can at least tap your finger to them or tap a foot and think, oh yes, he's talking about me. So. You swine. I didn't want to lose that and I just ran that corner just that little bit wide. Oh, you donkey doodle. Let's try again. We know we can take a second off here with assists. At least. Well said, Keely. And the same goes for a lot of the people on the channel here, Mikey. If you need anything, just reach out, mate. Same as we offer to everybody else. I feel I can catch a little more through here. Now the line in is slightly different with the assists. It kind of forces you a bit deeper because it won't let the back end slip out, so it changes your angle of attack slightly. And I generally feel that you need to be aware of that with assists. It restricts you in some sort of ways, and you have to drive with that, and you have to actually find a way to make the assists work for you. Generally, I'm much faster with assists because they help me. So, another quarter of a second gone. We lost a little there. We're back in the blue though. Come on, blue arrow. We're not going to change up. Sometimes you have to, Keely. I'll attack this apex a bit more here. Get a flatter drive out with a bit more acceleration. Oh, I lost the acceleration there. There'll come a time, Mikey, it'll sort itself. You'll find the way. That short shift out of there, I don't know whether that's working for me. I've been doing that like last 3 or 4 laps. So we need to try and just... Oh, yeah, too late. There's spin number 2. Eesh. Tia! Don't worry about it, chicken. You're allowed to be late. There's 3 on the same lap. I just want to make sure that Tia's chest's okay and she's not suffering too much. Quarter of a second down. Turn 1. Good. Glad to hear it, Tia. Glad to hear it. Revved it out that time. I'm still half a second down. Didn't make any gains in that last sector, did we? So Keeley is 4'11". 5 foot with shoes. Doesn't matter when you're lying down. But always presume I'm aggressive. I get taken for... No. People have this thing about small people syndrome. And not every small person... And I don't think 5 foot's particularly small, to be honest. But they call it small person syndrome. And if you don't live up to their expectations, they belittle you for it. They expect you to be a gobby twat. But we know not everybody who is. So, don't worry about it, chicken. I know you don't. So... Everybody can be angry and frustrated. You don't have to be small to be angry and frustrated. Absolutely stereotypes and that, yes. But when you're 5 foot tall and you got hobbit feet, that's different. Yes, Az, absolutely, mate. Happy birthday to your old man. I saw your Facebook post earlier and yes, thought about you, buddy. I think my controller just fell off. It did. I changed angle on the driving. Oh dear. Where did it go? It's over the other side of the room. Oh dear, gotta get that. I need to 3D print myself a controller holder, don't I? Bit like a bra thing, controller holder, bowler holder kind of thing. I need to put it on my beer mat so it doesn't actually run off. That'll be just my phone that decides to disappear, won't it? Donkey. Oh, I'm back. Sorry, folks. That kind of messed me up. Is it that? Yeah, well, we don't know. We're going to have to do that when we get back in. There we go. Oh dear. I feel people are pushing a little bit too hard tonight. If it's hurting there. You spelt that wrong, Dorian. It's been an emotionally charged Monday by all accounts, I think. Not going to change down to third, second. Going to leave it in third rather than change down. Cut out a gear change and see where that goes. I held on to the throttle then for a little too long, I think. We're going to lose this coming up the hill. We might be okay. Ooh. Must be a full moon. All three languages are mixing. That must be a right awkward thing to deal with. Croatian, English and German. You slug. Oh. I know it's got to be third gear, that final corner. I know it has. That's going to work for me, that. English, bad English, and sometimes no English. We know you have your struggles, Lee, but you do mighty well. So, no drama. Best try and stick a few laps in, says Damo. Ooh. I'm going to try and rely on third gear as my major driving force here. I had to fight with it. Same problem, stuffed it off that last curb. Just trying to open up that last sector. Come on. Trying to stick that third gear around there is definitely paying dividends. Through here I want to hold fourth, brake just there, and then change to third to bring the car through, pick up the acceleration. It seems to want to work. Down to second, really cut this apex. Trying to be smooth all the time. Now this is a feisty one, this, for acceleration. We short shifted, don't know if that was the right thing to do. End of this green curb here. Get the car in if we can. Turn it and drive out. Try and get some room to the right. Turn the car in. It will drift mid-corner, but hang on to it. We lost a lot of time there. We lost a lot just trying to keep that corner tight and nice. Didn't work for us. Are we going to lose it by the line? Yeah, we are. We're not going to make any improvement. You dumb chunk. Come on. Just that last corner is currently defeating us at the moment. Went for the short shift to fourth to see if we can pick anything there. Gonna hold it in fourth all the way. Change down to third on the edge of that shadow. Get the car into the corner. Use the curb. Back on the gas. Lose a lot of car speed with the car sliding there. Don't really want it to slide too much, because sideways sliding is lack of direction forwards. That's not so bad. That was a good result in the end. I know we're losing time coming up the hill and we can improve on that, but we're going to be at 148, which is all right. Oop. How much can we cut there? Jesus. There's a real lot of cut there, isn't there? We've got to change wheel size for this next half hour, I think. No, we lost that. Third gear doesn't work. No. Okay. 148.9. Now that's red, so that was stealing too much. Let's go and have a look and see where we are. 148.9 then. Doing all right. I think we're doing okay. It's good progression. There's your 4-star ticket. So we managed to 148.6 as an optimal. Okay. Definitely gold in the top 2,000. Let's save that replay before we go anywhere else, so we don't get emotional. And where are we? What's going on? Keely's away. Good night, Keely. You take steak and chili. Oh, very nice. Good evening, young lady. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the week. We'll see you soon. We're up to 20th. 148.9. 148.6 only gets us to 15th at the optimal. And we need to be dipping. Oh, we need to be dipping in the 47s. Oh, my lord. Okay. Replay. We've done that. We're not going to make any changes, are we? Are we going to change wheel size and go for our own car? Fatnan improved, did he? He's not said anything. Fatman's up to 9. There he is. 48.5. Yes. Yeah, let's go and make an improvement. Let's improve the car. Let's improve things. So we're going to look to our own. Our own is going to be... what we're going to have here, change to manufacturer. It's a Honda. Honda. Let's change them. Last used. I don't know where it's going to be. It's there, look. It's there. Yellow carbon. Red stitching. That's quite an engine in that, isn't it? Oh my lord, have I wide-bodied this or something? Are we in trouble? Wide body, it's engine swapped, I'm afraid. Oh, shucks. Let's go buy a new one. Can we buy a new one? Are they for sale? Can we out the engine swap? Un-engine swap it? I don't know. Don't know. Japan. Honda. Don't think it's going to be here, is it? 92. There's the O2. The 92 is a... Oh, we've engine swapped ours. That's a shame. Is that going to be... Is that going to be a maker or a breaker? Looking for it. 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 Not got one. Do I own two? Do I own two? That is the question. It's definitely not there, is it? Definitely not there. Oh dear. Oh dearie diddly dum. I need to check. I don't think you can un-engine swap an engine swapped car. Need to go Honda. If not, we're back to slogging. Grindstone. 0292. I'm looking. No, we've only bought one of them bad boys. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Can't do anything about that. Okay. Let's go back to rentals then. We'll pick up a red one. And we'll try and do everything we can. It's a red one. So all we've got tonight to offer is the rentals. Assists. Yes, that's them. And Ghost is going to be that one, 48.9. So let's see where we can go. Back end came around there. Thank you, Tia. I'm not going to talk about Mikey's problems on the channel, so he doesn't want to talk about it, so I'm not going to. But I appreciate you reaching out for him. And Mikey, the same is there for me, mate. After the stream, no problem. If you want to chat, let's have 10 minutes after the stream. I'll give you whatever you need, mate. You know where I am. We're actually gaining up the hill, which is tremendous. I don't think we're going to catch the yellow, but we'll at least have... Cheers, Mikey. I just touched the paint on the right hand side. No good. I've just improved 48.78. Holy chipotle, I didn't realise that. Okay, we took half a tenth off. Wow, that was a real good run up the hill then. Didn't realise I was quite that close. Gandhi's been on the racing all day long, still on it now. Good man, it's his day off. It's one of his 3 days off. Look where the red car is in relation to the yellow. Look at the catch. Look at it go. Absolutely flying up the hill. That was a blinding exit. There's at least 2 car lengths behind. And look, it's just scampering past. That's what we've got to take inspiration from. It's the red car we're racing, not the yellow one. Really get into that grass, can't you? 2 wheels in there. Look how far behind he is. Whole car length. He just pops out the draft and away he goes up the hill. What I did notice is he didn't use the curb on the inside of the final corner. I was half a second up through to turn 3. I can't believe that. I've got some optimal 48.3. .48.811 still going. Didn't quite get the acceleration out of there, look. And that's the difference. 48.324 optimal. So what we're working out is less gear changes, use the black stuff, the curbs aren't friendly in certain areas of the track, there's more traction on the black stuff. The shorter line is the quicker line. Oh, I'm sorry, Lee. I did forget that, wasn't I? That's revenge for earlier. You didn't have quite such a good emoji, though. Kind of meme. That was hilarious. That killed me. Even though it was probably very borderline, I still thought that absolutely ripped me to bits. It was brilliant. It was funny. 48.179, 48.702. We're getting there. I wonder at work what they thought was going on. Oh, I need to read that from Mikey. 1 second. If you keep further left towards the start-finish line, it reduces the distance to the line. Okay, yeah, understood. Understood. Oh, we just cut the red there. That left wheel just made it onto the stuff. Borderline if you woke, yeah. That becomes your what was a sim supremacist, whatever it was. I think I could cut this line here a bit and make it shorter. Look at that. Look at that actually look at that line. There's easy pickings there, isn't there? Easy pickings. That's it. That was Wilkie that said it. It's correct. We lost 2/10 coming in there as I was reading the chat. That was terrible. You got the weirdest look from your wife when you said you had to go white. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Didn't quite catch you there, did I? Get it next time. I know I was quite so slow through those first two apexes because I sponged the brakes halfway through one. On the approach to one, should I say. Oh, I'm consistently finding time, but I'm not consistently putting the laps in. I'm struggling to be consistent, but I know there's time there. Just showboating there, wasn't he, really? Was our Nelson. It wasn't Nelson, it was Ayrton. Nah, didn't get the acceleration right out of that final corner. I need to get a good lap in, not just a good run up the hill. Thank you, Dodo. Got 48.117 optimal. I believe I can get somewhere near with the right sort of combination of corners. I've been sort of there and thereabouts, half a second up by this corner at the bottom. I can do better. Still 9 days to go, he says. Absolutely, that man. There's positive thoughts. Try and keep them. We weren't quite as good through there as we were last time. Evening, JB. Sorry I've broke your game. Well, we're going downhill. We just haven't got the acceleration at this point. .48.5. Oh, next lap, next lap, next lap. Come on. 48.5 is kind of okay. .15th-ish. That sounds good. We'd go and have a look if I wasn't quite so keen on keeping the feels that I've got at the moment. The shortest lap is the fastest lap, it feels. You can see how much the red ghost and the yellow ghost are now swapping places. Once the red ghost is fully ahead of the yellow ghost all the way around, we're going to be really improving on time. I think we need a white one next. Sorry, Lee. Need to be confident. And that's what I mean about just trying to be in there and get the car in. Find the line. This car does like a coast and roll. That's not short enough. You git. .48.4. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. I'm really happy with that. That was a really little positive session. That lots of good things happened there. And we kind of did double the mileage of what we've done so far. 48.1. Optimal. Dodo did maybe 20 laps on this TT with all three profiles. BT7, I need to force myself like you do. 2 to 3 hours, yeah. 787th into the top 1,000. That's a good positive vibe. And we're into the top 10. Happy days. That doesn't happen very often. So we're just slightly behind Damo. Gone ahead of Mr. Kuna Matata. Just ahead of Fat Man. Who else is up there? We talked about Dodo's there just behind us. Frosty. Ahead is Damo, just the one spot. Azza is a 10th and a half ahead. I think we've got that. I think we... Look at the gap between 5th and 4th. No. Forgive me. Between 6th and 5th, there's a lot. There's half a second there. That half a second is probably worth top 500 in the world, I'd say. Thank you, Tia. Thank you. But we are a good... We're 9/10ths away from the guys at the very top. And let's say 4th place, 7th... anyone in the 7. Joe Cabano's 0.2 ahead. Holy chipotle. Thank you, Wilkie. So into the top 10 is real good feel. Now we're going to go and change to a white one for Mr. Senna and have a moment. You think Leah's faster than Sammy? That's an interesting shout. That is an interesting shout. I wish, says Lee. Can I not engine swap? Can I not engine swap it out? If I have a tuning part for the right engine, maybe. I've got no special parts for it. I ain't got a standard engine, have I? I could swap a standard engine back in. I don't think there is one. I've got a few engines, must admit. Don't think so. What engine does it have? Buy new engine, maybe. I said it earlier, didn't I? He got called out on someone's stream for cheating at Daytona. Who? What, for cutting the final? Once engine swap is done, you can't change it back unless you have an original engine to swap back in. I've done that before. So that's an NSX engine, but I generally don't think you can you? New engine's not available because it's engine swapped. Restore all engines set into factory default. Yeah, we can't do that. So the only other way is to have once stop stay swapped. I'm sure if you can get a standard engine, you could swap it back, I think. But yeah, I can't. I haven't got that opportunity, so we're going to miss out on the opportunity to change wheel size, which is a shame. But let's not worry. Let's not worry. Let's quickly go back and do something that I keep trying to do and threatening to do and don't do. Let's quickly do this whilst I'm here. And for anybody that knows, you just generally let it play, and then away you go. Have I just done exactly the same one? No, that one. It was digit streamed by someone. Oh. It is what it is. Define cheating. I don't know. I wouldn't suggest Sammy's a cheat. No, anytime. He's genuinely legit kind of guy. Very bloody fast. I guess he did the grass cut, did he? At the final straight to set a better time. So many people did that. But is it cheating if everybody's doing it? Don't know. Loads of people did the loop around, didn't they, on the old time trials? Got the whole grass to get first. Well, yeah. It is what it is. In a race, yeah. He'll have seen somebody else do it and thought, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm not going to slag him off for that. I saw so many people doing it on that. Super GT did a video on it, didn't he? It wasn't Super GT. It was Rory. It was Rory that did the video. But funny, poor bastard. Event specified car. There we go. We're going for a white one. Oh, I said white. We have a choice. Grand Prix white, Championship white, Neutron white, Sebring silver metallic. Well, Championship one would suggest, maybe. Nah. Some would say, if they've not cut it off by border track boundaries, then it's legal. Some would say legality is purely a written line in text. Gentlemen, he was actually, I bet he was, because genuinely I know what would be going through his head, and that's epic, actually. That's funny. Not that we condone cheating, it's just, you'll have known what he'll have been doing. It was just, yeah, there we go, points as prizes. So, white car versus the red car. All white. This is dancing shoes stuff, isn't it? Starting to get used to where the position of these brakes are. It now feels 100% natural that I've got like go-karting spaced brakes. It never felt right at the start. I used to try and push my foot across to the middle. And I also find I'm doing it in my road car. It won't. I think I said my piece about Rensport the other day. It's gone down in my estimation a lot. But I'll leave the pros to slag it off. I'll just do it to myself. It didn't cost me anything, and I know they're developing and they're trying their hardest, and they're a small development house. But again, they don't follow the opinions of the right people. And I'm not saying They don't follow my opinion, so they're not following my opinions, therefore they're not following the right people. I've not had my opportunity to put my opinion to them. The white car is ahead of the red car. Look. I was ahead. I never got that feeling at all in that lap. I find it difficult to drive a road car using my left foot for brakes. It doesn't feel right at all. Feels close. Oh my lord! Tried it never again. I need to read that. Today I slammed the brakes in a real car with left foot. Still hurts. Like, ouch. Shame about ACC calling it a day now, saying it was going to continue updates. However, there is a point with that, is the modding will still continue, I think, as long as the server support will continue. The fact it's not getting visible updates, that is a shame. But I think if modding continues, ACC can still stay out there. Somebody might pick that opportunity up and try and keep that going. Lee says, Dorian, I hired a car once, however, hours before I was sim racing all morning, got into Hiker and thought, why is it so jerky under braking? Then I knew. It's automatic, so left foot, I have nothing to do. I'm clutch guy. So I tried and never again. It is very difficult. I tried it on that day that JB and I went to drive cars on the track, and I tried it in the Aston, and it was... Have I got a picture of the Aston? No. I haven't got it here. I've got the Lambo, the Audi, the Nissan, but not the Aston. The Aston was very difficult. It didn't really work. Let's go and see how much of a 148.292 is not a 1, but that was a huge gain. How much of a gain was that? I didn't realise that would throw us a 10th and a half away from where we're going. 519th. Up to 6th ahead of Azza. So we are into that big gap, aren't we? We're into that half-second gap. So we're up there. We are up there. So 0.3 and it's target achieved, I think. I'm 0.7 away from top of the tree. 0.3 away from joining the good guys in the 7s. Somebody said I'd enjoy this one. Generally did say. And it feels kind of cool. Standard car. Yeah. We saved the replay, didn't we? So yeah, that feels good. Assisted with the old traction control and the counter steer on one. I still think I've got improvement in the final corner and the run up the hill. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Dodo. Let's see if we can improve the time across the line, maybe. You can get below the 48. You've got the patience to do it, says Dodo. I think I have. I just need to stay positive and see improvements. I don't need to get stuck in a rut and... I changed the gear too late there. I see and know what I've got to do. I can feel it. I've still only spun it genuinely 3 times or so. Look at the difference in line there. Tight corners, that's what you got to keep. Now I'm not going to try and improve the time here. I'm going to take the longest line and try and improve straight line speed through the start finish, because this is like a warm-up lap. And brake just before the 100. Car was drifting all the time there, but it stayed in touch. We've got more top speed. Now ignore my time there. It's not real. Dodo's just said it's important to know the gear change. You've really got to rev this car to the max. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the gear limits are. Yes, you probably do. I don't know it. I go on feel. I go on what the car needs at the time. I probably could gain that little bit more. Probably. I mean, let's not forget the original mission. The original mission was to get gold. And for those people out there that can't get gold or really struggle every week to get gold, you saw we got gold with no assists. And you saw we got gold within half of the distance it takes. No, that's not 100% true. We got gold in the distance it takes to get the daily ticket, which everybody should be happy with. Gold is not impossible with this car at all. But like Dodo's just said, patience is 9/10 of people's problems. It's a frustrating car to drive, but once you've worked it, once you find that peace with it where it wants to drive and you know how to get it smooth, Because I think that is the one bit of advice to every time trial. Drive the car smooth, and we've missed the braking there, didn't we? Keep the car smooth and you'll find it will go where you want it to. Many controller guys in the top 20. There are some decent controller guys about. I can't chuck things about controller guys. Yeah, well said, Lee. Fanatec owners normally have a lot of patience. Welcome to the patience world. I'm starting to just run laps and not really care. %50 controller, 50% Fanatec. I've not driven controller since PlayStation 3. Listen to that power band open up. Did you hear it just step up? Oof. Wasn't ever aware whether the NSX had VTEC or similar, but pick a lane. This is the corner where it starts the run into the final corner. That one I can improve on. This one's just about maintaining the grip. A little lift in the middle of the corner really solves that. You think it does have VTEC? It sounds like it does. Do you hear it just step up the revs as it hits the end of the rev bar? Didn't quite in fourth. There we go. White car ahead again. So it's the white car we're chasing. Tried to rotate the car into the corner there, but it didn't really work. Trying not to brake, take my foot too sharply off the brake at the apex there. What I was trying to do was just let the car float through the corner. We've got it, we've got the run. I think we've just smashed a 47. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think I've just lost it coming up that little bit of hill. That's such a shame. We were close. Oh, we've got there though. We've got some improvement. That's bloody epic. Let's stop here a sec. Our last PlayStation was PS2 and any comp game 2005. Didn't play all mobile games. 2023 I was back up with PS5. 2025 month 8. I set wheels and pedals first time. You see, I've got a similar story, Dodo. I bought a place. I ran PC games when I was about 15. First real PC. And then at about 18, I sort of started to experience the first things like a Mega Drive. Onto, I bought my first PlayStation. No, I got a Mega Drive when I was at uni. So that was 2000. No, it wasn't. It was 92. 92, I got my first Mega Drive. And I remember playing, what was it called? The very first ice hockey game. I was drifting there. I was. But then I gave up on computers and stuff like that because I had to get to work. I couldn't afford all that stuff. So I went to work and I bought myself a PlayStation 1 with Gran Turismo when I got my first flat with my current wife. My present wife, my only wife, the only wife I've ever had, but we weren't married then. And we used to play Resident Evil, the very first one, and it was tremendous. It scared the shit out of me, and me jumping woke my wife up, and she was sat on the sofa. And then played through Gran Turismo, moved to London, chased a job, got a decent job, didn't think about anything else until then we moved out of London. And whilst we were living in London, my wife got me a PC and I started playing PC golf games. Then I bought a PC, another PC, and another PC. And it was only then, 2003, that I then purchased an Xbox, first time. Current wife, well, yeah. Current wife, present wife. And I'm getting married again in about 30 days' time. Which is going to be epic. 30 days, 39 days time. So we're going to renew our vows in Vegas. I think I told you that anyway, didn't I? So, but yeah, got an Xbox and then still got that upstairs. I think it's Ace, Project Gotham Racing. Fucking awesome. And then got the PlayStation 3. So I skipped PlayStation 2, got a 3, which are all here, all usable and all working. Got a 3, a 4 and a 5. And they're epic things. Mega Drive. No, Mortal Kombat. Played on the Mega Drive. Mortal Kombat. Was bloody excellent. So we've just hit a 48,165. And is that going to make us top 5? I don't think it will. I don't think that'll get us the jump, will it? Optimal 145. It wasn't the 109 we saw earlier. 386th. Sixth. Yeah, we've got to actually dip in now, haven't we? We've got to dip in and get into that 47. I think it's there. We've got an hour. We've roughly got an hour. What's the date today? I think the 10th's too early to give away memberships, is it? We've then got to go 20 days. I think we've got to wait another week. Unless... I think so. 6th. We've only got 5 anyway, haven't we? We've only got 5 tickets to give away. So, it is what it is. 386th. That felt so good round there. That how I just lifted off and then got on the gas and it didn't slip the back end at all. I think we've got to wait another week. We need more tickets. Oh, yeah. 4. We've got to walk and talk a few laps to get us really into the groove of catching that ghost and get into that 147. We've got to see it, feel it, make it happen from turn 1. Got to really try and get into that corner. Got to try and coast and roll T1 a little bit, see if we can carry a bit more speed. I'm on the anchors all the way through there. Dodo's gifted another membership. Dodo, you're superhuman. Sethanon! It was so close! Seth received the membership. Thank you, Dodo, you're a gentleman. And I appreciate it. That's not nice. You misspelt Tia. Sorry, you misspelt Seth. Oh. Tia was lucky she hooked up Gandhi. It would give membership to those that are already paying. That's actually true. In terms of that could actually happen. I know Neil's had about NW555 is about 5 gifted memberships. I think Fatman's had 2 or 3 in his time. Oh, Pachonk. Never good. Gift yourself a membership. That could potentially happen, could it? That I'd never conceived that as a thing. You think you had 2 before you paid? Yeah, it comes back to those that dip, Mikey. So dip into your pockets, that is. Thank you very much, sir. And I appreciate your membership every day. I appreciate everybody's memberships every day. What was that? How does a woman hold her liquor? Oh, no, no. I said it, almost. That's a JB joke, really. You'll start JB off if he's still in the room. That's a shocker. Oh, man. Wilkie. It's feeling better. The old antibiotics are kicking in. I missed that corner. The force feedback rumble there was horrendous. Oh, that was so confused. Got to get this feel right. Cut this corner. Keep it tight. 2 tyres on this green curb. Oh, the slide. Get the left tyre on the green and yellow. We were too wide. You can carry a bit of slide into there. Didn't really get the acceleration out of there. This corner I want to hit this inside corner and get the power down early. But I want to be over to the right. I want to get the car turned a lot more. Good night, Dodo. Take care, my friend. Have a good one. Don't stay up all night celebrating. I know you're still celebrating from the weekend, so have a good one, my friend, and thank you very much for being so generous. Appreciate it. Oh, the back end just went there. The blue time is not wholly truthful. We're starting to get the feel back. That was the perfect line in there. We're just too slow from the first opening section. Cut this apex. We're nowhere near at this point, but the feeling's good. The feeling's right. We need to be a whole second quicker. And we're slower. Not got it. Do we go to the dusty rally track for the last hour? I think we do. Dusty rally track ahoy. Try and get that gold. JB is back. Go to the rally track, he says. Okay, we've got 8 minutes before the last hour, so let's see if we can just slide in a crippler here. Slide in a quick one. Probably short shifted just a little too early there. Measured throttle through that corner leaves us nearly 4/10 up against the original lap, which is great. Welcome back, JB. I might have already said that. Oh, it got me, the little bugger. Now that's it. That's it here. I think I've slogged a dead horse for the last 20 minutes or so, but I'm really quite happy with that. 386th, 148, 165. Let's take a last look at where everybody stands. As it is today, Joe Cubano tops out. Hayden in second, Lee in third. Space Cow in four. Hayden's second account averaged out in five. But we make it to six. Azza in seven. Damo in eight. And then it's all fairly tight. There's a little bit of a gap. Cyan 8 in 9. And Kuna Matata there in 10th. Fat Man in 11. Good luck, Lee. You take care. Enjoy those dreams about that new wheel. I've been testing. Don't make any adjustments until at least tomorrow night. Roger that. Okay. So I don't need to do the thing you requested earlier. No problem. Schechter, Frosty in 13th. 48.5. That's a decent time. Davy Jagster. Dodo makes it to 15th place. Bishop, Olive, Triple, Turbo Tom, Dodo second account, Logan. Good night, Lee. Rapid, then Nando with a 49. Orca, Jib, Zanu. Ichima Balls in 28, still gold. Not Dodo, Dale, Eraf, Rusco is still gold. And Dutch is gold. Gandhi looks like he's gold as well. 49.755. Smoky Tom, Chicken, get in. But we won't. Oh, Thorskin 3 is just down the bottom there. We won't delay on those guys who are just outside. We'll give them a chance. So there we go. Happy with that. That was really quite decent effort like that. Enjoyed that. Quite a stressful afternoon. So that was quite a cheery end to the day. And you'll have seen my handy wheel tricks, but whether any good, I don't know. Let's just clear all the ghost and stuff out. Is Mikey on his way? Or is Tia on her way? Who's leaving? Is this somebody? Have I missed something? Have I missed? Good night, Dodo. Don't make me laugh, I'm trying to eat my Starburst. Who's leaving? Why is everybody saying good night to each other? It's just Lee that's leaving. I'm bizarre. Oh, is Tia off? I didn't see where she was saying she's going. Or did that get withdrawn? You won't break me, is what she says. I don't see her say good night. She says night, Dodo. Good night, Oh, good night to you. Take care, sweetheart. All the best, lovey. You take care. I feel rejected. No. It's me. I'm off now. But that's the way it is. We are feeling like we're just starting this test. A 128.535. Good night, Tia. You take care. Have a good one. Der Ollie is just ahead of us. He sent me a message in the week saying how frustrated he was with this one. Itchy's there. Dutch. Lee is 15th. Tess. 420 Fat Man. And then Azza is up there in number 2. Absolutely knocking it. So, that's where we got to go. I don't know if there's much other we can change. Whether we want to use our own car and change the wheel size, maybe. Did we do that? I don't know if we did. I don't know if we did. Oh, that's my phone telling me it's time to go to beds. Oh, we've got a request from Facebook. No, from PSN for a Facebook friend. It's probably somebody I banned. He's in, whoever it is. We're all friends there online. What was next? No, we were doing this, weren't we? We were picking a car. Then we'll try our own one as well. Pearl White. We did well with Pearl White tonight, didn't we? It was Championship White, I think we checked. We took. Settings, assists, traction control off. Counter steer assistance. I think we want that. Oh, I lost it all the way out right. I need to be really tight on that left-hand wall. Let's just get a sighter in. Need to get that as straight as possible through there. And then this corner's a tricky one. We have to get this turned and driving straight through, nice and tight on this left-hand apex. Shorten the distance up. That's what we've got to do. I think I can run a much wider line there, to be honest, and manage to keep the speed up, keep the speed higher. Oh, you slunky. We saved it though. Didn't, oh, it did kill us. That's a shame. There's a faster line through there and I haven't found it yet. It's faster and smoother. I haven't found that corner yet because I can't find the lap before. As said it last week, you've got to turn the car 3 weeks before you need it to turn. We slapped a branch there, didn't we? Tree branch. Oh, that wasn't good. That's not the line. Oof. Let's try and give this a good run. Got to try and improve that turn 2 sort of entry. Exit from 2. If we call the long sweeper 1, it's the entry to 2 then, isn't it? Oh, you fludge. Pretty much, Mikey. Pretty much. We need disc cutters for wheels. It's quite a slidey car. And you've just got to find that precision, which wasn't there. I don't know whether you've got to lift the throttle coming down there or what. Or whether there's another technique for taking those humps so that they're genuinely not that sharp, because they throw the car all over the place, so... No, you can't drive it like you're on tarmac at all. It's a very good comment. Whoever it was that said that. It doesn't want to be on tarmac. And it's a short shifter, I forget that. And I've hit the blooming wall again. Oh. Not bothering with this one, not my bag. Davey said, good night everyone, excellent lap times on display. No improving me tonight, but as a newbie, I'll take inspiration from your stunning laps. Well done, Widdowmaker. Thanks, Davey. You're absolutely welcome, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Glad you enjoy it. And you're more than welcome to sit at the back and just holler if you like. No problem at all. Keep running the laps. Do as you do, and I hope you do improve. Hope you pick something up. The Widdowmaker way is something we try and sell. And that is literally making your way through in progress, a bit of patience. So, Damo says not bothering with this one. Oh, you mean the Gravel? Yeah, I think I'm going to change to my own car. I'm going to try and see if I can pick up some stability with my own little monster. We're going to have one more go. I can't help that. Damn. Don't hit the wall. So what do? I hit the wall. Tell myself not to. It's not a point and shoot car. It's not. You get aggressive with its turning. And it's turn out. We did hit that left and it's taken the time away again. Go and get my own car. At least it didn't hit the pit wall. Yeah, at least it didn't hit the end. You're right. I did last week. Wow, what a shocker. 5,489th. Hope it's your bubba. Go and get my own little monster. I know I've not engine swapped it, but I can buy a new one anyway, can't I? I can. Change car. What is it? It's a... Come on. What is it? It's a little... I can't remember what it is. Is it Toyota? Is it a Toyota? Yes, it is. We've got a wide body. There it is, the little fighter. Yaris, Toyota, yes. Yes. We need to go and put the dirt tyres on, don't we? We need to make sure we got dirt tyres. Let's double check before we go in there. Might need to buy them. We purchased them, that's alright. Happy days. Let's go over here. Oil change. Before we start. Whether we need it or not, throw them bucks. That's what we do. It's got a Corolla skin. Okay. Yeah, I know, JB, I know. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. Wheels owned. Default wheels are at 18. That can't be, can it? Must be. And we have the option to go wide. What does the wide do? There is a little bit of stance change, look. We'd gone rally wheels, haven't we, like that? 18s. 18s are the smallest. Oopa chupa. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that at all. So we got wide. Okay. Okay, it's what it is. Yeah. We've gone type B because there's no Massif one. Roll caged up, yeah. Happy days. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's painted. Not by JB either. It's not a JB skin. One of the few times we'll run a skin that isn't JB's. Maybe this is a car for a future league. Maybe. Doesn't have to be rally. We don't have to run a rally league because it's a road car after all. It's a road car. Let's see. Let's see what it can do. Select from garage. We've got the dirt tyres on. Let's go then. We didn't fit any parts and lower it. We didn't hire it. We didn't do anything else. Go settings. We haven't improved. We don't expect to because we're shit today. Week. Let's go. See if we can get anything out of it. Oh, needed to be let right a bit. That was the long line. We leapt too far. I think the Espace F1 would be greatly... You see, I'm going to disappoint you here, Mikey, and I don't mean to challenge you on a day where you don't need challenging, but the F1 Espace doesn't excite me at all. I'm not... It was a game version I missed, GT2, so I've never experienced it. So it doesn't excite me because I don't know what it is, and I don't know what it basically is about, and I don't know what it's like, and I don't know the excitement that it brought to the game. And I generally think a feel for everybody in an F1 type van is going to be absolute nightmare racing. And it's there to prove me wrong on the premise that it might just well be the most absolutely blinding humdinger of a car, and it might promote some of the... Oh, you dipwad! Some of the best racing ever. Neither did the other. Only because you weren't involved, you got barred. $800 brake... Oh, shit! 800 brake course. You don't race no assist Saturday. You got to drive no assist Saturday, Mikey. You got to start. You got to start getting a grip of the wheel. Even you could have won last Saturday. Look how far ahead the little Yaris is. Don't hit the wall, you chop nut. Oh, you... Almost had that perfectly. There were two made, only one which drives. Custom chassis with the Espace shell on it, a Williams V10 engine. X4, well, that's why it's called F1, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, this is the only reason it doesn't excite me, because I don't know what it's about. And I'm not going to take that away from people. We will have a crack with it. I don't know if I can dedicate it to a full league. But we'll have to see. I mean, we've got plenty of chuck-around racing to do before we start the league. So let's see what we can do. Maybe. We gave up a little bit of time there. That was better line. No, you shithead. It was something to do with some sort of celebration with the Espace. Can't remember what it was for. Some sort of pickup race in the Espace might be a trick. It sounds insane hearing an V10 F1 engine coming out of the Espace. I think Damo's right. The old no assist Saturday ain't as difficult as it makes out. Damo, we've got some leagues planned. Is there room for it? And I don't mean that in a condescending way. I mean, if it works, would it fit the IROC race? Is that something we could shuffle into the Triple Crown? Would it be the thing? I don't know. I'm only floating ideas. I'm not committing to anything. I'm just asking. Oh, you slug banana. Could be. I'm just thinking about what we've planned for that and what we've not announced and where it would fit. It wouldn't fit in the fastest car category with 3 tyre changes, 2 tyre changes. Would it be underplaying it for it to be the first car? But it would have to be on F1, it would have to be on slicks. And we only really have the slicks car for the last race, don't we? Or we've got an F1 car of the day in that position, so I don't know. I don't know. It's a puzzler. It's not an easy job, this league organising and all that, and league thinking and league messing and doing and contemplating and considering and pleasing people and upsetting people. I've already had a request from a long-standing viewer to have the choice of first dibs on the cars we race on the first time we race the new tracks. And we're going to try and fulfill the wishes. Just not 100% sure how we're going to manifest that change. No mention of the Canadian GP. Well, if it's official, is there any photographs of it? I've got to read that because we're on a crap lap. Might be season 17. Yeah. I find it strange that no mention of the Canadian GP circuit as weekend, yet they talk to Yas Marina coming and showing it off. Follow the money, Wilkie. Sports washing, perhaps. What? Wilkie. Where is Wilkie? Wilkie, I found it. Yeah. Maybe they're saving that for when they feel the reveal the date. Yeah, and when are they going to do that? New tracks was never a spec update thing. It was it woulda, coulda, should have been any old update. It didn't need a big fanfare to release a track. Just get the bloody thing out there. Let us play it. Two sideways, not straight enough. Oh, you fudge banana. No cockpit view of the 296. Really got to make an improvement. That 128.5 is bugging me. And I've hit that wall so frequently, it needs to change. Oh, Chihuahua. How did it just leap left? Oh, lost that lap there, didn't I? I was right on. That was... Ah! Don't get emotion. Really hoping we could start to make some... I know, it's terrible, Mikey. It's... I've just not got the feel for it. So I've had a Ghost that was well ahead of the red one at the start of the lap. And I can't match that now. I get the feeling I probably have to take the counter steer off. Because that's what's slowing me down, I think. I think it's resisting the turn and the slide. And I think maybe I've got to run with the... I've got to run with the slide. I think it might be restricting forward movement. Because it's pulling the throttle. We've done it. First time. Nothing to shout about, must admit. Eee. Lost it just there. Hey Streamlabs, would you be my friend? Says JB. I'm sorry, JB. Damien says, didn't bother with it, silver. Mitzi FDO and mine, Skyline. Another Skyline. How did everyone get at the Manufacturer's Cup? He says... Mikey said, they revealed 6 of the 8. Demo. 296 GTR FTO Mine Skyline F3 3500B is specified on a Polestar. 2 still unknown. Wilkie says only 5 people and speak to 5 that in the Mano Cup. They're always in Cyrus' stream. Thought it was a rather dull event overall. I got Porsche, never had an option of Spanish drivers in Nations Cup. Oh, okay. Okay. I feel there's a couple of letdown cars there. Another Skyline and the F3500B. Just another unknown, another unclassifiable F1 car. 128,550. We're down. I'm going to take the counter off, I think. Good night, JB. Take care, my friend, and I'll fix whatever you want me to fix tomorrow night. We hit the wall, but it didn't take time away. Yes, it did. Bastard. Forgot about them. And the 2 Xiaomi cars. Oh, now we did think that there was 2 releases, wasn't there? Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the 8. 128,030 optimal up into 4,000s. Yeah, we got a long way to go. 20th, just above Dutch and Geordie, but half a second gets us above Lee. That puts us in elite territory. Let's see. 3 electric cars. Damo, if I ever suggest a league with electric cars, shoot me. Hit the wall. A fan is getting his car in the game. Oh, please be a Toyota Starlet or an Escort RS2000 Mark II rally variant with the road car variant. I feel I'm on the edge of the fastest I can do, you know. I've just can't get this thing to grip and go. I don't know what the... It feels like it's just bogging down all the time, and trying to get to the fastest line is tremendously difficult. The car seems to stray off it, and I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that's what I'm finding. So I need to just buckle down the hatches, find a way to get the car to that straight line, and if it's all about perfect delivery to corners, I've just got to work on that. Is it more going to be shortest line all the time? Perfect line for the corners and do what you can. That was too long and wide. Come on. I thought I was hitting that blooming logs then for a minute. And we're down again. Just lost all the pace with that flick to the left. Felt like the rear suspension turret collapsed on me then. It did all land on that back wheel, didn't it? Never took you as... I thought you had the patience, Damo. It's difficult to find the key, yes, it certainly is. But I don't know if it's the hardest I've ever done. It's the frustrating one. I wonder if there's a subtlety to corners as well, driving in, driving out. Oh, you Schweinberger. We'll just run around that corner then, no worries. We'll ride. Well, here's a reason and here's an understanding of why possibly people don't pursue this. We don't race dirt. We don't race dirt because it's too fraught with contact. The cars are too unpredictable. You've got to work on the slide. But maybe it's more a car control thing. It's a finesse sport. It's about fine lines. It's about precise braking in an unknown territory. And races on dirt don't really profess to be exceptionally contact free, if you see what I mean. They more are encouraged contact races. There'll be lots of leaning. You can't drive NASCAR. Yeah, that is very true. Although I would anticipate the same amount of desire to win and the real passion to pick up the prize, whatever it is at the end. That's one thing I can't knock the racers for. They all have a very, very strong desire to be first or second or third, and they aren't happy with coming anywhere down the order. And I don't mean any description of that in a detrimental way. It's just I don't place that much standing in not doing as well as we can I believe more in doing as well as you can versus winning to get prizes. I'm not there. I don't always been that way. Mikey says, can't stand the rallying in Gran Turismo. It's got better. I still think the car physics for airborne and landing and jumping is a bit ridiculous. I'm not catching these bad boys up, am I? 21 minutes to go. We have improved, but we haven't got anywhere. Now here's another thing. I don't believe we should take the rallying and the dirt stuff away, because I genuinely think there's people out there that are bloody good at this and they love it. And it is a skill. It's another art form of racing that, like NASCAR, we don't really get into enough, and it's brilliant. And if it's right that WRC is a free game this month with PlayStation World, I'm going to definitely try and get my EA account up and running. Oh no, oh no. Ah, you slabberdag. You get a clean race, you earned it. Absolutely. In this clean race, Jesus. Hawko set the world records on these. Well, he's car control man, isn't he? He is the ultimate in car control. He demonstrated that on red tyres when he was racing us. And it's all about supreme feeling and understanding of where the car's going and what it's doing, and how to control that. You slag. The WRC has blown my power pack. What? What, your wheel pack? Your wheel's down. Get on eBay. Get yourself one. Amazon. Get a replacement. Get two. I'm sorry to hear that, Az. At a time when you need it. Need it all the time, he says. Yeah, get that. Az is liking WRC then, is he? Or was, until it blew his power pack. Like Fanatec wheels, I wouldn't trust your guys' wheels as much as I can throw them. With the confession of Thrustmaster about their version 1 bases. You still got Fat Mans, that's lucky. Blew that out wide. I'm going to try and keep my foot floored through this. Didn't work. Couldn't get the car to turn in. Probably should have had a lift later on. I'm not doing any lifting, by the way. I'm keeping the foot pinned, except into tighter corners. Again, I've got to that point where there's nothing in it. I'm not particularly enamored with it, if that's the right word. Seen Hawko in a while. He's not been live at all. He normally comes in and drops in and says hello to us once every 4 or 5 weeks. He's an okay kind of guy for that. And as another streamer, he's great at touring around and saying hello to people. It's where he tries to pick up his training stuff from, and generally I think there's got to be an element of if he's busy, he's busy. It's that time of year. Maybe he's a Secret Santa kind of guy, and he wears a white beard and pops around the old local schools and colleges doing Santa grottos. Maybe that time of year. Don't know. Not suggesting he's a paedophile or anything. No, didn't suggest that. What I suggested was he's kind of Santa fella. Maybe. Gone too far, haven't I? I've said it. Allegedly. You managed to get a bigger gap to the silver. He only does GT7 when he's live, so he's not been racing. Okay. Where did that lump come from? Bastard, I'm gonna just... I was thrashing laps. Where did that lump come from? That just appeared. I thought I'd actually got the line there, and I thought I absolutely nailed it. It did it again. I'm trying to just hit that inside corner. One continuous flow. That's all I'm trying to do. Get the car smooth. Trying to pick up that, what I said earlier at Interlagos. Drive smooth. Try and just be one flowing line. Keep the car under control. Oh, shit. Nope. It's easy enough to go and look on the old, whatchamacallit? The old leaderboard. You could look down the, top leaders and find it. One of them won't be me. I just need to find that one. Phew. Every time. I look at that corner. I think I've cleared it by an absolute mile and the back end just comes round. Oh, sound Yorkshire now. Christ. Damo's in bed. Not at least they're not sending you to sleep. Too much information. As long as we're on the big telly and not the phone. So the wife can enjoy it as well. We'll mess that corner up. I'm not so sure the sideways entry for that corner is the one, you know. It just seems to bog. Top and tail in you two. Are we going to get a clean lap, or am I going to hit the end of the pit wall? It's about being straight as early as possible, so you can... Big TV, headphones on, she's out cold. Frustration station. 10 minutes to go. Lost it right from that, you... You little bastard. Oh no, oh no, oh no. There's no real answer. It's all about the line. It's just getting that early speed out the corner, then maintaining momentum. It probably does mean I should go and look at somebody's video and just work it out. That probably is the actual answer to this. Oh, for Chumpawumba. We're so far off the back of them. I'm not going to do a massive swing to the left. I'm going to keep it in... He said I was going to keep it in fourth. But I didn't. F that up. Well, we improved by about a tenth and a half, didn't we? That's all we got out of it. The distance between the rally edition and the road car edition was a tenth. So what we can deduce is we're shit, pretty much. We're £5,500, 5,500 positions not shit, but we're still shit. We haven't got this one at all. We don't get it. We don't understand it. We don't feel it. We just can't find it. $1,692 people. And there's this wall strike just to piss me off. 1,692. What's gold? I think it's like... I don't think we're far off. I think it's 127.9 something, isn't it? 127.0... Fucking Jesus. Excuse my French. 127.042. I've got a whole second to go. I've got to beat my ghost. Fudge packing. Holy hell's it... Oh, you dirty scutterbag. He can't even cut the corners. 127. I've got to beat my ghost and some. $1,849 drivers. Holy Chipotle. It's not even easy pickings, is it? I mean, I can't see low-hanging fruit here. Tidgeon is the man. I wonder if that's another thing that I need to use here. Corner markers. Show the line. Racing line, maybe. Silver's 128.7. Oh, I'm half a second in then. That's alright. I'm not so shit. We got one left go at this. I've hit the flicking wall. Absolute monkey chuff. This winds me up. But it is the end of the night. 3 minutes. There's 2 runs left. This and a flyer off a flyer. It is tough. The only reason it's tough is because somebody found it easy and set the hard time and made it a challenge for everybody else. That's the only reason it's tough. It's because somebody got that flyer in and set a decent lap. Everybody else couldn't get near them. Because it's not a lightning lap, really. I think it's because it's an undriven classification of cars and type. We don't drive rally as a rule. We'd be quicker if we did, but it's not really pleasant style of racing. I'm nowhere near. Can't even gain on them. Looking for excuses. Absolutely, there has to be a specialism, because there's nothing special about it. Last one. Here we go. Put some effort in. I'm trying to drive the car straight through there and pick up the speed, and I'm just nowhere near gaining on those two bad boys. I don't know how I managed to get that goes through there that quickly, because I'm nowhere near on them this time. Lost it there. So, on the understanding that I'm normally pretty decent at rally, I've set some really well impressive good times in the past. What I'm struggling with this is the shifting. I seem to be stuck in 3rd to 4th. And I don't think it's the rally that's doing me in. I think it's the short shift element of the car. The gearing of the car and how it wants to run and how it gets speed, because I'm not feeling any major thrust on the car. And I think I'm probably going too slow. I'm not turning early enough. I know how to drive rally. I just don't know whether the game's changed, whether the big updates in the past have changed. I've got videos out there that prove I'm decent at the rally with good times. What I'm not good at is understanding this. That went red, didn't it? Yeah, bastard. And he tells me at the end of the rally. It's all about the short shift. It's all about the gears, yes. And so it again proves short shifter cars I'm shit at, because I don't get it. Doesn't make sense. So what is it as? Should I be changing shorter? Should I be pushing the car in the gears? Should I be revving higher? Should I be leaving it in the higher revs? What is it? What should I be doing? Fucking ball bags. Not gonna get it. He's not gonna tell me either, is he? There's some corners you're in 4th when it's 3. So no, I appreciate yourself for you to put it into text. But an hour ago would have been good. However, doesn't matter. It's down to me to sort it out, not you. So keep it in 3rd. Cars all over the place. Totally different round that corner in 3rd gear. So that's the only corner I do in 4th. This one I should stay in 3rd all the way through it. I know where the limiter is. It's when it goes wah, 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 wah. I do down here in 4th normally. This one in 3rd. Come up over the hill. Try and stabilise the car. Come round here. I drop it into 4th here. And if the car slides wide, I drop it back into 3rd. I only hit 4th gear twice in the whole lap. But if Has been driving his car, he's not really seen it. He's only seen me do a couple of laps. So, fair dues. Oh no, it's the gear changes probably. This one I do 4th all the way around the corner until here. Change it down to try and pick up the revs. So I've got revs coming out the corner. I change to 4th here. Come down here and I try and keep it in 4th to try and No, I'm going to go third now. That's probably the fastest I've been round there all night. Fourth there. Try and keep the car off the throttle a bit. Down to third. Push it down the hill. And I hit the corner on the inside. What an absolute chumbawamba. So that. And that's it. That's it. We've gone over by 5 minutes. Just the one extra lap. So. We don't improve. Well, we do improve, but we don't. Fourth, inside the top 5,000 if we're being generous. But it is what it is. We don't normally like being told, but sometimes we need it. And sometimes other people come top of the tree. Jav sits there high and proud, above ours, who's done tremendously well. Binder, Space Cow, Triple, Froggy, Fat Man, Photos 420 Hayes, Olive. I have to give a shout out to Olive in the top 10. Well done, that man. Russ, Testicles, Dorsey, Lee in 15, Balto, Bishop, Turbo, Tom, Cyanate, and me. And there we are, 20. Which isn't unusual now to be in the top 20. Isn't unusual. It's difficult to get up there. And massive congrats to Az on a great run. This one runs out in 2 days' time. And we go from there. Good night, folks. Have a good one. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one. Watch the Discord for a poll on penalty points and penalty licenses and the potential to miss races if you have too many crashes. If that's the way the channel, if that's the way the group wants to go, we will do it. We will apply penalties to every race where incidents are raised, where the AI feels it. We'll have penalty licenses that people can have points on, and if they get penalties and get suspended licenses, if you agree to it, that's what's going to happen. There will be an appeals process, and that appeals process will be human. So we'll see where it goes. We'll put the poll up if anybody wants to put the name to it and be a part of it. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. We'll go from there. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. Goodbye for now. Good night, guys. Hate you, you little bloody rat. Rat Yaris. There we go.